All right, guys. So I had my scan done, my body scan, my PET scan. That was interesting. That was about 2 hours. I went in. They shot me up here in the right arm with an IV, and then the lady shot like I don't know, this liquid stuff. It was clear, but she shot it into that IV so that it went to my I guess had to go throughout my whole body. So I had to sit in a chair and wait for about an hour for that to kick in. Once it did, they took me over for the imaging and laid in the machine for about little over 20 some, probably about 25 minutes total. I laid in this machine where it just took these images, I guess, of my whole body. Um, that pretty much was that. So now, where where am I at right now with this whole thing? So I waited all the way up. It was what, three? Is it 3 weeks, 4 week, going on 4 weeks or something now? I don't even remember. Since finding out, taking that long to get the imaging done. The imaging is done purposely to hopefully to not see any kind of spreadage, of the cancer, and that it's just confined. I'm praying that it's just confined to just the tumor area, and that's it, and that's what they're really shooting for too. The only other thing that I know is they did speak to me about how they may want to go as far as treatment, and they had mentioned about chemo and radiation at the same time. Papa, they hit that sucker, okay, and that was with an S, y'all, okay. To hit that sucker, okay, zap it, I guess, to shrink it enough to go in and dig it out. That's how it was described to me. Now, I don't know what that means. Like, if you're, what does that mean to have chemo and radiation at the same time? Like, am I going to freaking have a third eye? Am I going to lose an eye? I mean, what does that even mean? I don't even know what that means as far as what it does to you. You know what I mean? So if anybody knows, like, message me, let me know, if you know about that, you know, both at the same time. So anyhow, that's all I know at this point. Now, I do have now a follow up interview, or a follow interview. I have a follow up appointment for this image that I had done today, and that's with a cancer specialist, I guess, who will be going over those results, and we will then be discussing how they want to go about the treatment. That was one of the things that was brought up to me. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. All I know is I've been through the ringer a little bit so far with this whole thing. Mentally, man, at first it freaking will mess you up. It'll mess you up pretty darn good. It's still, you still feel, listen, we all live that, it's like Groundhog Day every day, right? We pretty much wake up every day doing the exact same thing, whether it be wake up, go right to the bathroom, then make your coffee, or go make your coffee, get your shower, whatever it is that you do. It's usually the same routine, and it's like that for years. Okay? It's like that for years. And then it just completely stops. It just stops. You dead in your track, and yeah, you can continue to try to move forward and what have you. But this is one of those things where it's very, very personal, and it's about you and it's about your life. I mean, let's face it, it's cancer. Cancer is not a good thing, right? Cancer, in my the way I see it, is a demonic disease. It just wants to take you out. So, yeah, you do have to fight it. There's certain days already I've noticed where I got to fight a little bit, to get moving. But when I find myself starting to feel fatigued in any way, I'll go and I'll jump on my drums, man. And that at least in my opinion, that gives me the upper respiratory. It brings my heart rate up. And I usually feel pretty decent afterwards. So I've been doing that a lot. So it's all in how you look at it. Mentally, I've accepted it, just as everybody has to. You got to accept what you have, and you got to deal with what you have. And it's either you deal with it with an iron fist, or you just lay your little head down and you just, and don't get me wrong, man. There's times where it'll smack you in the back of the head, and you'll be sitting there sobbing, because you're thinking, holy crap, I can't believe I got to go through this. I was thinking the same thing this morning. I'm laying in this machine and I'm just laying there thinking, I cannot believe that I'm having to have these things done, but it's my life, it's my experience, it's my path, you know what I mean? So this is what's in line for me. This is what I'm supposed to be experiencing, I guess, just as it is for anybody else going through whatever it is they're going through. But anyhow, right now, that's where it's at. Next appointment on the 30th of this month, okay? And I will definitely, at that appointment, pretty darn certain I'll have a better plan as to how to prepare, what to look for, what have you. Yeah, that part is, and I do have to say I was a little bit nervous today, only because, here I am getting a full body scan. And now I'm just really praying that it hasn't spread anywhere else. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where it's at right now. So the whole process of going through this whole experience for me, and I can only speak about me. I can't speak about anybody else that has it. But for me, it's been one hell of a ride, man. An emotional ride. And you find yourself now it's like you're placed in another, this is just how I was feeling at first. You're placed in a whole different realm of people now. And here you are laying in a cancer wing in a hospital as one of the victims of the son of a bitch. Well, that's what it is, okay? And that experience alone, just what the things that you hear, the sounds, the things during the day, the things at night, it mentally, there's times where you're just like, wow, this is it, man. What happened? I went from traveling all over the state to this. So, yeah, it's an emotional ride. It really is. And, and I'm going to say it, man, hats off to the nursing and the aides and stuff, man, because they are troopers, man. I tell you what, these are strong people. You got to be, in my opinion, you got to be a certain kind of special person to deal with the things that they deal with every day, dealing with these kinds of, conditions with cancer, and it's like that for any like ICU unit, or they're just, I just think they're special people, really. And I only say that because they treat me like I was a king. Basically, they all did. So yeah. Anyhow, but yeah, you just feel like you were taken from the life that you knew to hitting a block wall, because it's literally, it just stopped you dead in your tracks, to now you're living kind of an isolated life. You don't have that everyday, conversation with your, your staff, from your work, and because, let's face it, most of the time, we spend most of our time working than we do at our home. So it really is your work family, that you deal with more. And everything just came to a stop, guys, and it really kind of sucks, but it's I guess it's all about the experience, man. This is my experience, and I've gotten a lot stronger about it, and I'm gonna go iron fist, and I'm gonna kick the son of a bitch in its ass and get it out, and let's move on. I got things I got to do, man. I can't be like dicking around with stuff like this. I got things to do. My wife and I want to go back to the Philippines, and we will. Nope. Not doing it. We will go. We will get there. Yeah, man. Throw a subscribe. Alright? A like. Share the video. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Peace out. Be strong. Iron fist. Let's get this done. I'll see you guys on the next one.